If you want to get on top of your mental game, the first thing you need to do is understand the basics. You need to understand how your thoughts impact your performance. Let's cover another foundational principle in performance psychology, the thought-performance connection. My name is Laurel. I'm a cognitive performance coach and a behavioral scientist. On this channel, we're going to talk about things that the nerds and academics know in a way that you can apply to your life to help you perform better. Okay, so listen. So my goal as a cognitive performance coach is to help you perform optimally as consistently as possible. And in order to do that, we need to talk about how your thoughts are impacting your performance through this thing called the thought-performance connection. We've already talked about neuroplasticity in our last video. We talked about how neural connections are formed, and that's what creates habits. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it at the end of this one so that you can go check it out and learn more. But now let's consider how your thoughts impact your performance through the thought-performance connection. There are 4 parts. There are your thoughts, your feelings and emotions, your physiology, and then your performance and the outcomes, what happens as a result of the performance. Where do you think the locus of control is? I hope you said thoughts, because it's definitely your thoughts. Your thoughts are the epicenter of performance. It's like the engine of the car. It's like the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. The thoughts are the powerhouse for your body. It's literally like the starship of performance. I might have gone a little too far there. Anyway, the point is that you've got to get control of your thoughts to have impact on the rest of the equation. Let's bring it to life with an example just to start out. Let's use the example of public speaking, and you're going to walk out on a stage and give a speech. Okay? Let's play with some thoughts that you might have in that situation. Now keep in mind, this could be used in any performance, but for the sake of this one, and there's a bunch of different ways this could go, let's imagine these are some of your thoughts. You think that you're not going to do well, you haven't performed or practiced well enough, you are going to forget all of your material, you're thinking about how you hate speaking in front of people. Well, all those thoughts have an impact on your feelings and emotions. What feelings and emotions might those types of thoughts cause? You might start feeling really anxious or afraid or nervous about what's about to happen. Now, in combination, those thoughts and feelings, what type of impact might that have on your physiology? Well, if it was me having those thoughts and starting to feel like that, I would start sweating profusely. My heart rate would start going a million miles a minute. My breath rate would increase, and I would likely start shaking. Okay? So with these thoughts, feelings, and our feelings in our bodies, what type of impact might that have on our performance? Well, you're probably going to forget more of your material. You might stammer through your presentation or start using a lot of filler language. In other words, it might not be the performance that you wanted in that moment. So let's rewind a little bit and let's try some different thoughts. So let's say our thoughts are instead something along the lines of, I can beat this. I've been doing this for years. I know how to speak in front of people. I know this information. I've been practicing. I know what I'm doing. Now, what kind of feelings might that evoke? It would probably look like something along the lines of confidence. It also might look like just like a sense of readiness and ready to go and ready to do something, ready to perform, and I would be excited. So those feelings and thoughts, what impact might that have on your physiology? Your heart rate will probably still increase, but it'll probably be associated with some positive butterflies. And that's for another video. We can talk about the difference between negative stress and concerns and positive stress and excitement and how they play a different role in your behavior. But in this case, we've got a little bit of an increase in heart rate, we've got some butterflies going on, but we feel ready to go with these thoughts and feelings and how it's impacting our body. So what type of outcome might this have on my performance? How might I actually do? You might actually go out and speak more confidently in that presentation. You may be more relaxed and able to interact more with the audience or feel more comfortable being on stage. And that's what we want. That's hopefully what you would want in a presentation. Do you see what I'm getting at here? It all starts with your thoughts and the way you approach your performance and the way that you're preparing yourself mentally for a performance. Now, I'm not saying that you can just have positive thoughts or have confident thoughts and you're going to perform well. This is one piece of the puzzle. If you're doing like a public speaking event, you still have to practice your speech. You still have to practice moving your hands or walking around the stage. You still have to do all the other things right. But one of those right things that you can do is get your mental state right when you're about to walk out on the stage, whatever your stage is. Because this can be used across performances. You can use it in lifting, some athletic sport, soccer, that's my background. So maybe in soccer, I would use this when I'm about to take a free kick or something like that. This has application across a variety of performances. But the nugget I want you to get out of this is I want you to start paying attention to the way you think when you're walking into your performances. In my next video, we'll talk about some really good self-talk strategies to help get yourself ready to perform your best in any moment. But right now, what I want you to understand are that your thoughts dictate your performance at the end of the day. So start paying attention to the way you're thinking when you're walking to your performances, and then we'll start tackling better ways to talk to yourself, better thoughts to have to improve your performances. Make sure you hit that like button if you liked this one. And also, if you want to hear more about this kind of stuff and learn more mental skills, hit the subscribe button so that you can see more of what we're talking about here. See you later.